Hey, Sohail, good to see you again. How
Hey
are you doing
Akash,
today?
I'm good. A little chilly in Boston, but staying warm.
Yeah, the Arctic chill has gotten here to Chicago too. It's like 0 degrees, 5 degrees. Trying to stay inside. Well, today, what I thought we'd do is follow up because we talked a lot about, how you can essentially do effective planning, for the year, and cascade those goals and develop goals with your team. Today, I thought, why don't we talk about how, let's say you're new to a position, you move from business unit A to business unit B, you took a new job, you have a new project, so now you're planning those goals and you're trying to figure out how to get them done. I wanted to talk about this a little bit because sometimes in this world of change, you're taking on a new role, right? There's a new project that's like very new to the organization. You're trying to drive some change, and you and I have been in these situations where we've had to do that. And so I think we can, bestow a couple of different ideas for people.
Yeah, no, it's an important topic. A lot of folks are bringing in new people, creating new roles. And I do think that it really starts, success in doing something like this really starts with the person who's bringing in that new role or creating that new capacity. And it's really for that person to be very clear in their minds about what the goals are for what they're trying to achieve. What's going to make this investment successful for you at the end of the first year? What's going to make it successful for you at the end of 2 years? And if you don't have that clarity in your mind, you're not going to be able to communicate that and get your new team member aligned with that. That's one. I think the second thing is sometimes bringing in new folks, especially when you're creating a net new role, requires some degree of negotiation, some degree of buy-in from your partners, because often you're changing operating models. Sometimes you're encroaching on their areas of responsibility. Sometimes you're maybe introducing new technology and there's change management involved. So I would suggest that leaders take the time and invest in obtaining buy-in from their partners and from their teams for the new role. That'll make sure that the person coming in is most likely to be successful and impactful in the organization. So clarity and collaboration, I think, are two keys to getting this right.
Yeah, I think that's perfect. Definitely aligned with what I've experienced and read about. And the one I would add is adaptability. Just the ability to, a lot of times what I found is like what was written on paper, by senior management and agreed to for a specific position, 6 months in, it's not that it's remarkably different. It's just that it has shifted, right? Given different strengths and different pushes and pulls in the organization or changes that are coming about. And so I think what it takes in terms of collaboration is, just influencing others to understand that you're here to, propel the company forward, and find those common goals for business and consumer benefits, and then be adaptable, in achieving that success. And I think often great leaders look at their team and say, it's okay if what was written down changes 6 months later, as long as the work is getting done, people are getting along, metrics are being hit. It's not about necessarily what's very specific and what those specific lanes are. I think some of those those organizations and those types of leaders tend to thrive as well because they create these environments where people can really kind of lean into their strengths and build it out. So I hope this is helpful. We'll actually post a couple of resources. We're going to post Cotter's change management, and a few other resources in the comments as well. And so, I'll see you. I'll see you soon.
Talk soon.